Hello and welcome back to Couch in the Dungeon Gaming, where we are playing Dungeons and Dragons, Tales of Vonlig, Story of Braun. We are joined by Barin, who I've kind of played a little bit intermittently here the last couple of episodes. So why don't you go ahead and give us an introduction there, Barin? I think I'm
Hello.
saying the name right.
Yep. Barin James Corbin. I'm Clark, and I play Barin James Corbin. And, there's not really a whole lot to tell about Barin. At this point in time, he's still figuring things out, trying to see where the wind takes him. He is extremely eager to figure out what happened to his family. That's his main priority at this point.
I think that's a sentiment shared across the board.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
When we last played, our party was rescued and whisked away from the horrors of Oakridge. They were kind of adopted by the guild, being told that in exchange for a little work, going to school, the guild will train them, give them room and board, and even a little bit of a payday when they come of age, and a chance to take part of trial week and join the guild. And so that's what's happened over the last 3 years. You've gone to school, you've learned a language you thought you would never have an opportunity to learn. You went through some training that probably wouldn't have gotten living back in Oakridge. Learned that some of you have access to magical abilities, and were taught on how to hone and focus those abilities. And as the years pass, you can feel yourself physically and mentally becoming stronger until the day has come where in the coming months, weeks, days, you know that the trial week is arriving, and you feel like this is the year that you'll be able to put together your what you consider to be your team and go through trial week. And it's kind of one of the mornings before, and you all kind of wake up in the quarters that you share.
I would have been awake like probably 45 minutes prior to everybody, just like doing like push-ups and like working out in the room, just waiting for everybody to wake up.
Okay. The rest of you wake up, you see that Rook is a little bit sweaty, having gotten his morning workout in already.
So what are you guys waiting for? Soon we can enter in. We're gonna clutch that. I have oh my god, I got a great feeling about this.
Well, yeah.
Well, Jakir, hungry. First we eat.
You're always hungry, Jakir.
Yes.
I agree with Jakir. I think we should go grab food.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been up. I've been ready.
Overachiever.
I go over and I kind of shake on Monrix.
Shake on what? You didn't specify.
Just like on your shoulder, I would say.
Yeah.
I thought I got your name wrong. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure your name's Monrix. Yeah, I would just say I could just see you kind of sleeping. I kind of just shrug on your shoulder, like, hey, it's time to wake up and get breakfast.
Yeah. He'll wake up then.
You all wake up and go up. You know that breakfast is served at 6 in the morning, and immediately after, you pretty much have to report to what would be considered to be your job for a couple hours before you go to school.
Stables I go.
School's boring. I'm ready to get this adventure underway.
Oh my God, I've been saying this for some time now.
Ready to go. Train me.
I've been slowly trying to figure out information regarding the night of that attack in our village. I'm trying to figure out who those people were or who somebody was, and then from there I'll track down the rest of their family and so on and so forth.
Those who...
Oh, I have not forgotten, nor
Yes.
will I ever forget.
He just kind of turns away.
Okay. You make your way up to what is your normal breakfast table. Sit, have breakfast.
Is there any bullies around? Nobody that picks on us?
I mean, not really. Everybody kind of just,
Coexist.
yeah.
All right.
Respect's a big thing in the guild.
I like that.
You gonna eat that?
No, Jakir. Much like every day, I shove half of my breakfast or lunch just towards him. I usually just like kind of pick and choose. I'm just kind of like a dainty eater, I would say.
I grab something off of my tray and I pass it to Jakia. Yeah, you can have mine too. I'm not in the mood to eat.
Best day ever.
A young adult looking half elf stops by your table, and you've seen him around the guild. He's kind of short. He's only about 4 foot, 8 feet tall, fairly muscular build. And he kind of walks by your table and just kind of wraps his knuckles on your table. You runts ever gonna take sign up for trial week and register?
Yeah, we were
There's
today.
one coming in a week.
Oh,
You
man.
better get registered.
We will right now.
And he kind of just walks.
I'm going to like scramble. I'm going to say, don't worry, guys. I'll get us signed up for this.
Okay, so you make your way and you find Guildmaster Lynn.
Ah, Master Lynn. I would like to sign myself and my 3 compatriots up for, well, the testing.
Trial
The
week.
trial week, yes.
You think that you're ready?
Oh, more than ready. I wake up every day, sometimes an hour before everybody else, just to get my workout in before breakfast.
Well,
I've been trying to do better at what you guys have tried to tell me over the years, at channeling my anger. I still get pretty mad sometimes, but I feel as if I just try not to think about it too much, I'm all right.
better down there.
I don't know. That's why I come down here to try to find out. Because I don't know if it's a problem with that particular mic.
It must be, because I don't really. It's been good down
Because
here.
yeah, I didn't notice it over there, but there's something wrong with that headset. Maybe that's why Janessa quit. She broke it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you believe you're ready? I will put your name down on the register. Trial week is no joke. Hopefully you survive.
Hopefully they survive.
All right. Well, off you go then. Train, prepare, be ready.
I'm gonna make my way back to the table and sit down and greet everybody and say, "Trials are in a week, boys." He said, "Be ready."
As I'm eating, about time.
Getting like a Goku energy from Shakir.
Anything that you would like to do in the next week before the trial starts?
Would we have access to magical things?
Like magical items?
Yeah.
No, not at this point.
Okay. Got
Probably like some healing potions or something you'd be able to buy in the shop.
Nah, who needs those? Amateur hour. I would like to actually I'd like to make my way to the weaponsmith, whatever.
Okay.
Javelins? You have javelins?
Yes, we carry javelins. I can sell you 2 javelins for a gold piece.
All right, so give me 10 javelins.
It'd be 5 gold pieces.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I think that's all I need.
Anything else you'd like?
You know, Barnes having a really tough time, and he's recalling everything that went on. Can you give me a summary that he flashes back through his mind?
He kind of flashes back to one of the first moments of happiness he can remember is kind of being with his friends and the whole village celebrating the birth of his little sister Valerie. And then several moments after that of just being with his parents and, you know, spending time with his little sister, watching her grow, teaching her things. And then kind of the day of her 5th birthday, waking up and going out and doing your chores to go and get her a birthday gift, and then kind of the happiness of celebrating the birthday before wandering off with your friends after dark and finding this dead body of this guard that you've known pretty much your entire life and sprinting back to the village square in fear and seeing the arrows whiz by his head and strike into the adults and the people that he knew in front of him, and arrows on fire coming out, catching buildings on fire, and the whole village beginning to burn while bandits just run through mercilessly, cutting down pretty much anyone and everyone before hiding. Monrix kind of grabbed a hold of you and drug you underneath the porch to hide with everybody else, and you watched the people that were survivors be rounded up and taken away before you see your mother being one of the only ones actually fighting, and you see her cast magic, which you've never seen her do before, and she gets kicked through a wall, and she's got this great big spike of wood sticking out of the middle of her abdomen, and it kind of runs all the way through, and you see a guy dragging your little sister around by the throat before they disappear in a flash of magic. And there's just a shocking, numbing haze as you kind of wander through the village, seeing these people that you've known your entire life just dead, dying. The survivors were pretty much just executed by the surviving bandits, and then there's these group of guild members who show up and promise to take you to safety and promise to help you find and get vengeance for what happened. And then it's just kind of the years in the guild of training and learning and never really forgetting why you're doing this in the first place.
That gives me the motivation that I need. And the anger.
No, you find your own emotion to latch onto. Anger's mine.
Oh, is it yours? I feel like
I'm just kidding, dude.
yeah.
Technically,
anger.
his is rage, which is a
Well.
little bit different from an emotion from anger.
Anger and disappointment, because I sat by and let all of it happen, and I didn't do anything to stop it.
I tried, but I was frozen in fear. Both of you and I both were, because I was like, we need to get a spot to ambush, and then like I failed a check. Like you and I both failed the wisdom saving throw, and like paralyzed in fear as they're rushing past us or getting ready to, and these guys saved us. So
So traumatizing. I think I might try to forget it. It's like it never happened.
Rocky's crying down here.
I am. I almost did when the guild member showed up. Emotional. I'm fucking ready. Ready for these trials.
Let's do them. Let's get them done and become victorious because I am ready to.
Branch out. I'm ready
Yes.
to seek out those. I'm ready to. I can.
Vengeance. But wait. Ain't I lawful good? Ah.
Okay. The week kind of passes, and you feel as if it passes slow. Each day is just antagonizing along. And finally, the day of the trial week begins. The entire courtyard of the guild is filled with outside vendors, people here to congratulate or cheer for the members of their family or their fellows who are trying to join the guild. And there's several groups of teams who are competing to get into guild as well. You're looking up, you can see the balcony. There is the guild master and the grandmaster both up in the balcony. When the guild grandmaster steps up to a podium at the balcony, and his voice is magically enhanced so that it carries across the courtyard. I am Grandmaster Edmund Cornwall. And
That's
today,
not his name.
yeah, it is
Cornwall.
Cromwell.
Cromwell. I thought.
Cromwell. Well, yeah, whatever. I was close enough. Leave me alone. Anyway, I'm the Grandmaster, and you are all welcome to Trial Week. Some of you will pass and become the Pitdogs of the guild. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice you must be willing to make. Should you succeed, I will be here to shake your hand on the 7th day of the trial. Should you fail, just know there's no shame in it. With that, each of your teams will be summoned to the hall where you will be given a written exam. Those who fail will not progress to the next challenge. And with that, he turns, walks away, and the exam proctor, like who's in charge of the exam, and Rook, you recognize her as she's the stable master, Adriel Gramwell. Most people just call her Aid.
I like nod. Hello, Aid.
She's kind of like up on the platform, like up in front of everybody.
Roger.
And you all will follow. You all will follow me, and we will go to the guild hall, and I will administer your test.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Caught me off
It did. Started all deep, like, that's a man. That ain't no woman.
Each of you will be given a written test. You will need to pass with a score of at least 36. You will need at least 3 members of your team to pass to progress. This written exam will contain questions on such as how do you handle poisoning or venom from various creatures or toxins, how to treat certain wounds, how to kill certain creatures, how to handle the de-escalation of certain non-lethal scenarios such as a bar fight or collecting a debt or providing protection for a shopkeeper. You will roll me a 3d20s, add your intelligence modifier to each roll, and hope you'll get a total of more than 36.
Let's hold on a second here. Out of the four of us, just intelligence modifier.
Straight intel. Yeah, just
Straight
add your
intel-
intelligence
I have a plus.
modifier.
I have a +3.
Yeah, you're higher than me. I got a
Man.
+2.
Well, no, each of you has to roll.
Oh.
At least 3 of you have to pass.
Oh, okay.
How many rolls?
3. And you're trying to get a 36.
Okay.
So, who wants to go first?
I shall go first.
I'll track your rolls.
All right. First one was a 13 + 3 for 16.
16.
Oh, fuck. 2 + 3 for 5.
5.
12 + 3, 15.
15. Okay. Jakir?
11, 12.
12.
6. And 19.
Okay. Monrix?
That's gonna be interesting. Okay, first one is a 14.
14.
A second is a 10. And a third is a -1.
-1. Okay. A Barin.
The first one is a 17.
17.
The second one is a 19
Okay.
and a 7.
It's a box.
Yes. Rolling in a pizza box down here. Screw this thing.
All right. Let me do some math real quick.
AKA, well, if you're wondering what makes a good dice tray, a pizza box.
Rook. 36.
Passed.
Just barely.
Oh.
You met the DC.
Oh.
Jakir. 37.
We're in there with like swimwear because fucking Baron down there passed. I got like a 40,
I don't know.
39 or 40.
Monrix. 23.
Boy, I hope I passed. I always hate exams.
Barin. 43.
Highest score, highest in the class.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
3 out of the 4 members of your team pass. You will proceed to the second trial.
Yes.
Monrix.
Dalton,
Roll me a d4.
Monrix, would you like a pizza box?
4.
4.
Would you like that pizza box?
Barin. Roll me
Yeah.
a d4.
D4. 4.
Okay. Monrix and Barin are on one team, while Rook and Jakir are on the other.
Oh.
And you will face each other in 2v2 combat.
Oh.
shit.
Anything goes.
Whatever you gotta do to try and win. For all sakes and purposes,
It's non-lethal. Yeah.
no, it's not.
You
Oh,
said
it
we're
is
level 2,
lethal.
right?
Yeah.
I gotta level up.
No, you don't. Too late. You should have already.
Shoot.
I said
Level
some of you
2.
may die, and that is a sacrifice you
you
must be
may
willing to
die.
make.
We got this, Monric. We'll kick their can across the arena, or wherever we're playing or fighting.
It is an arena. It is a 60-foot around arena. So you got 60 feet across, and you are both fighting on starting on complete opposite ends.
Are we fighting each other?
Yeah.
Oh,
2v2.
2v2.
wasn't sure if it was another group or not.
Oh, pizza box is magic. I got an 8 for my health roll.
Must be the grease in the box.
Must be.
So when it shows you your weapon and it shows you your range, your second range, you just make it disadvantage. How that works?
Yeah,
Thought so.
unless like sharpshooter or
Yeah.
feet, then you just ignore the disadvantage.
I got you.
What's your guys' hit points? Or Monric, you could tell me, or I don't know,
Would be 23.
23.
I got a +3 in mine.
Okay, got it. My brain is not working today. Oh. I got a +4 on my constitution.
Just gonna say maybe you should pause it. Just
Oh.
I'm ready to go if y'all are waiting on me.
Yeah, I just need initiative from you guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
God damn it. 5.
Shakir?
16.
Barn?
15.
Monarchs?
16 as well.
16? Who's got the higher dex?
Could be check here.
19.
I got a 0.
Here. Monarchs. Barn. And Rook the Anchor.
Rook the angry anchor.
Shakir, it is your turn.
All right. I will cast Hunter's Mark on Monrex.
Yeah.
As a bonus action. And then I will shoot my longbow.
Yeah.
9.
It's a miss.
As your arrow goes whizzing across the field, it is a couple of feet wide, thudding into the wooden arena behind you.
Monric, they're trying to kill us.
And Monrix will move up 30 feet. Take a javelin out of his backpack and throw it at here.
Oh.
A
Right.
19.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
This counterattack, this massive javelin comes flying across,
Oops.
striking
Yep.
your armor right in the thigh. Not punching through, but definitely doing some damage.
For 9 piercing. What you do? Yep, 9 piercing.
All right.
1 less javelin.
With Barn up and Rook on deck.
I'm gonna look across the field. What race are these two?
Rook is a gnome and Jakir is a tabaxi.
Okay, are you guys within 5 feet of each other? Are you close?
I doubt we're probably spread out a little bit. Probably 10, 15 foot apart.
All right. I am going to cast sleep on. What's your character's name again, Rocky?
Rook.
Rook. On Rook. You got a wisdom saving throw of 11.
I have advantage.
Oh,
because
well,
of
that's
gnome
cool.
Cunning. I passed.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 and a 14.
It's my turn.
I'm up.
With
So-
Jakir on deck.
Monrix moved up. You moved up 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to move up 10 feet, which would put me within. I'm just trying to get
20.
within 30 feet of range within Monrix.
Okay, you can do that.
And I'm going to chuck a javelin for a fucking natural 20. And I was also going to use my bonus action of strike with the strike of the giants. So the javelin was a nat 20 plus 5. So that will be 2d6 plus 3, 6, 4. So it's 13 damage with the javelin, and then a 1d10 with the strike of the giant.
Yeah.
Which was a 0, which is a
And
Yeah.
10.
I am down.
Shit.
God damn.
That's going to bring it to Jakir's turn with Monrix on deck.
And Jakir, you're slowed by 10 feet from the javelin.
And
You would have also been slowed. if I had not critted.
with my bonus action, since he went to 0 hit points, I can transfer it to Baron.
Yep.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
Transfer my Hunter's Mark to Baron, and I will shoot my longbow. Oh. 18 plus 8
That hits.
with a 11 points of piercing. And with Hunter's Mark, it's a d6 of force damage. 1.
So your total damage was what?
12.
12? All right.
And you are slowed, I believe.
I am going to hit Rook with Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, that is a
Wisdom saving throw. 11.
I rolled 11 both times.
Good
Plus-
grief.
plus 3.
I can't get you there. That's my turn. I'm going down. That'll teach me to build a support character.
Bring it to. To be fair, the person you normally would be supporting is the one attacking you right now.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah.
That brings us to Rook's turn.
How close?
Oh wait, Monrix, give me his death saving throw, please.
A 12.
12, successful.
How far away is
Uh,
Baron?
how did you move,
Barn.
Baron?
No, I didn't.
No, he
move.
didn't move, so he'd be 60 feet.
Okay,
Well, you
Uh,
moved up 10 feet, so 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna move up an additional 25 feet. 25 feet away from me, and I'm gonna chuck a javelin at him for a 4 plus 5, 9 to hit, miss.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Jakir's turn. Monrix on deck.
Right. Well, my longbow. $11 to hit.
That misses.
All right.
Am I able to stabilize Monric with Cure Wounds?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you can
I'm going
stabilize
to
him
go
and heal
over and I'm going to stabilize Monric with Cure Wounds. And Monric, you get a total of 7 health back.
Okay, Monric is back up.
Turn is it now?
Well, Baron. Let's see.
That's a spell slot, so that would be my
Monric's-
action.
Because wouldn't that be hit? Wouldn't his
Yeah.
turn be getting up essentially?
Yeah. Well, his turn. Baron's turn is after him.
Oh.
So it'd be your turn.
My turn.
Rook's turning.
Okay, so I moved up 25 feet. I moved again. So I'm going to use my 25 feet to get within range of both of them.
Monrix is 30 feet away. He moved 30 feet up, and Baron stayed back.
I would have moved up to him, though, to get him up because I had to put hands on him.
Never mind.
So I can get
Yeah,
up
cure
within
wounds
range
and
of both
such.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to rush up, and as I'm rushing up, I'm going to use a bonus action to rage. And as I rage, I'm going to swing out and aim for Baron first for an 8 plus 5 for 13.
That's a miss.
Fuck. 'Cause
Jeez, I
that-
thought you were my friend.
That's going to bring us to Jakir's turn with Monrix.
All right. Use my longbow and shoot at Baron. +8.
That's a hit.
22.
Good math. For
8 with the long.
6 points of piercing, plus a d6 for Hunter's Mark. 3 points.
9 points.
And as a bonus action, nope, not that one. I will cast Hail of Thorns. If I hit the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. Dex save of 13.
All right. That's a heck of a bonus action. I fail.
Same.
Oh. And that'll be a D10 of piercing. Fail save.
Shit.
Three.
That's just enough to put me down.
You just see these spiny spines that are spiked just lurch out of the ground and kind of lash out.
Well, those ones, it's actually a bunch of thorns that shoot out from my bow.
Oh, like shoots with the arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I had it wrong.
The other one's my snaring strike.
Oof. Monrix.
So
Monrix
Barner is down. Is Monric still up?
Yeah, I'm still up.
And you can see that there's dozens of people from the guild watching. There's crowd screaming, cheering for you to get up, booing you when you go down.
As I go down, I'm going to scream, "What'd you expect? I'm a bard with nothing."
There's a bit of commentary kind of given a blow by blow as you're launching attacks. And that's going to bring us to Monric's turn with Barn on deck.
I'll make a longsword attack against Rook. A 12 to hit.
Yes.
Barn, I need a death saving throw.
Fail.
Ooh.
Ooh, not good.
Rook, it is your turn.
I'm going to swing my great axe at Monrix for 19 plus 5, 24.
Yep.
1d12. So that'd be 8 plus 3 for 11 damage.
Yep. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, as I went to hit you, I would have used, like, the flat side of my blade.
Yeah.
Just knowing that there wasn't much left.
It seems that we have a pair of victors. And there are some people that come out and they heal up Barn and Monrix. They heal you up as well. They take you off to a small chamber where you're in there for about 10 minutes, and it's the equivalent of getting to take a long rest while you're in there.
I was just going to say I was trying to help them up as they were getting healed.
Oh, so sweet of you.
And then one of the kind of like the proctors of the exam comes into the room. Judges have agreed that you've passed. Prepare yourselves for round 2. You will be fighting a beast chosen at random. The 4 of you will be fighting together. You will be called to the arena in less than 5 minutes.
Oh.
I'm going to nudge Baron. I'm going to say, see, this time we'll be fighting together.
Yeah, well, that's great.
So you all do get to take a long rest during this period, and then you kind of hear coming from the announcement. Well, if we could have them please come back to the arena, we will be beginning with their round 2. What manner of beast will they be fighting today?
Somebody in the crowd. A dragon!
As it kind of rumbles through the arena. you all walk back up. It's the same arena, except this time there is a large hole in the center, and you can tell like there is a platform, and you can hear it as it's kind of rising. And finally, there's a large cage that comes up, and there is a large cloth that is draped over it. You can hear noises coming from whatever it is. You kind of hear the announcer. Close your eyes. Don't look it in the eye. And prepare for someone's demise. And the cloth begins to raise up, and you can see a large reptilian beast standing on 4 legs. Oh, kind of a large tail, kind of whipping back and forth.
I just got my accent ready.
And if you're staring at the cage, I need a Constitution saving throw.
I wouldn't even be looking at it.
He said close your eyes.
Yeah.
He told us.
Okay,
Said not to
so
look at it.
as you're kind of hearing this cage start to, you hear it shink as it sinks down in, and you can very clearly hear the sounds of this, whatever this creature is, snarling and charging across. And I need a initiative from everybody.
Baron's an 18.
19.
Creatures minus 11. Okay, 19.
For Jakir.
Shakir got a 19.
Yeah, Baron got an 18.
Nine.
4.
Um, all right. Jakir, you are first with Baron on deck. As you can hear this creature from, it was in the center of the arena, so it'd be about 30 feet away as it is charging towards you.
I would move off about 30 feet to an opposite direction. Like to the right.
Okay.
Let's say the right. And I will cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
As a bonus action. And then I will shoot my bow.
Okay. Your eyes are closed, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, right? So this attack will be at disadvantage.
Mm. 20 and a 18.
18 will hit.
All right. D8. 6 points of piercing. And with Hunter's Mark, it's a D6 for 4 points of thunder damage.
As this arrow, you hear your arrow thump, striking home as the beast lets a whimper, and then you kind of notice now it's the sound of it's coming towards you.
Oh.
Any bonus action was Hunter Mark. Monrix, it is your turn. As you can hear the sound of it being struck by an arrow, and it kind of sounds like it's changing its direction.
It's Baron's turn.
Oh yeah, wrong. My bad. Wrong initiative list. I didn't cross the old one out.
At what point are you able to cast bardic inspiration?
Should be right off the bat.
That's what I thought. Where in the world is
It
it?
might be different with the new rules.
Yeah, I didn't check the bards. I know sorcerer's different, but probably just moved everything to 3 now.
Oh no, I got one charge. I can do it one time. I'm going to cast bardic inspiration on Rook as a bonus action, and you get a
D6.
yeah. You can supernaturally inspire others through words, music, or dance. This inspiration is represented by your bardic inspiration die, which is a D6.
Okay. Cool.
And then I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the creature for a wisdom saving throw of 11.
That is -1 for its wisdom. 11 -1 for a 10.
Okay. $11 total damage.
Okay. Starting to look a little bloodied as all of a sudden it's it whimpers in pain as it's running, kind of like skids flopping over on itself, writhing in pain for a couple of seconds before it stands up and it's kind of lost focus. It's kind of disoriented. I'm going to roll a d4. So it is going to turn to charge at Monrix, seeing as he is pretty much the biggest target. And it is going to try and bite.
Yeah.
That is an 11 plus 5 for 16.
Yes.
Miss?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's going to bring us to Rook with Monrix on deck.
Don't forget you have bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so how far away is Monrix from me? The creature's on him.
That depends on how close you guys would have been standing next to each other. When you would have like came out of a tunnel, and then the thing would have been like the cage would have been in like the center of the ring, so it would have been like 30 feet away from you. And then, however you were standing,
Did you didn't move at all, did you?
No.
Yeah, and I didn't either.
It's kind of hard to move when you're
Trapped.
you're trapped by your lion.
Blind, yeah. So I'd be fairly close to him. I have that danger sense, which only really applies to dex save, but I'm just gonna use that as I try to lash out and take a chunk out of this thing with my great axe.
okay, give me an attack with disadvantage.
And I can choose to use the D6 after the roll, correct?
Yeah.
So I rolled disadvantage would be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
D12 for 11 plus 3, 14 damage.
Yeah. Starting to look pretty bloodied. It's letting out some whimpers of pain. You can kind of hear the crowd cheering, and its blood feels like you get splattered by something, and it kind of feels like real thick and oily. That's going to bring us to Monrix with Jakir on deck.
The Monarch will swing with his longsword. Try to strike back at the creature that he knew that just tried to attack him from his hot breath.
Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, which will miss a 7.
7.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, yes. A 7 is going to miss. That's going to bring us to Jakir with Barn on deck.
All right. I will attack with my longbow. (17 plus 8 to hit).
Yeah, that'll hit.
Or
Was it disadvantage, right?
yes, it disadvantage. Rolled a 19 and 17.
Okay.
6 points of piercing with a D6 for Hunter's Mark 5. And I will cast Ensnaring Strike. And that is a strength saving throw of 13.
A natural 1.
So on the start of its turn, well, is it a large or larger creature?
Medium size.
Okay. It would have advantage if not. It'll take D6 of piercing on the start of each of its turns. That'll be it.
Baron, it is your turn with the monster on deck.
I am going
It
to
is incredibly bloody.
cast Dissonant Whispers on it again with a saving throw of 11.
-1. 16 -1 for a 15.
It succeeds. It takes half damage. I haven't been running that right. Oh, man. Okay, let me roll my damage dice.
Okay.
Jeez. How long's it been? Seven damage.
Said 7 damage.
Yes.
That was half damage.
Yes.
You see the beast begin to throw its head around, blood pouring out of its eyes, its ears, its mouth, and it gives some pitiful whines and it enters into death throes before toppling over dead. The crowd goes absolutely wild with cheering, calling for the death of the beast and a roaring bloodlust. Each of you is once again taken back into that room where you're able to rest for about 10 minutes to get a long rest. You're able to get cleaned up. And after about a half hour to give you a chance to get cleaned up and everything, somebody comes and gets you. I will be taking you to your quarters. You are encouraged to get plenty of rest and really celebrate tonight for passing both the first and the second trial. So, celebrate, have a good time, really, really enjoy it. Make sure you get plenty of rest, sleep in if you feel so inclined in the morning. And then once, you've gotten breakfast and you've woken up, report to the exam proctor for your instructions for the third trial. All good? Any questions?
No questions for me.
Alrighty. We will be taking you to one of the taverns in the city. That is where you will be able to sleep tonight. Everything is already paid for, taken care of by the guild. The food cost and your drink cost, that's all being taken care of by the guild as well. Just have a good time, and we'll see you in the morning. And with that, they're going to lead you through the city to the tavern, where there are multiple other teams that you're competing against for spots to get into the guild or taking the trials with. And you're all being told the same thing, live it up, party tonight, sleep in tomorrow if you have to.
It's only going to get worse.
Really enjoy it. And that's where we're going to wrap up this session tonight. And then we'll see you all next week.